It's Friday, the 12th of July, 2019. Welcome to your local news for today. In the news, Suriname and the UN representatives discussed development cooperation program, testing grounds needed for alternative cultivation, smooth implementation of EID card system, and workshop held on prevention of crime and violence and social development. On Tuesday, the 9th of July, Suriname and the representatives of the United Nations UN met to talk about the Development Cooperation Program for 2019-2020. This was done with a view to the Sustainable Development Framework being implemented with 18 Caribbean countries on behalf of the UN. According to the Minister of Foreign Affairs, Ildis Polak-Bigli, the social agenda of the government takes more shape through this meeting. The minister also indicates that there will also be an exchange of ideas about a country implementation program. During this meeting, further consideration was given to the various interfaces between the Surinamese Development Plan and the UN Sustainable Development Goals, UN SDGs.
Now that we have those priorities, we are in the process now of evaluating to what extent the UN agencies can bring in resources, technical, human and financial resources to be able to deliver on its promises in terms of the areas in which we have identified as priority for supporting the government and people of Suriname. So we're doing two things. One, we're evaluating what we've done in the past 2 years, and we're also looking at planning, ensuring that 2019 is in keeping with the National Development Plan and looking towards 2020 in terms of what it is that we can do to even improve on the work that we've done so far with the government. So my expectation is that there will be agreement, and that there will obviously be gaps because the UN agencies do not necessarily have all of the resources that we wish we would have at our disposal, and therefore there are areas in which we have a commitment to helping the government, but we may not necessarily have all the resources available to do the work that we want to do. So part of the process will be to streamline, to reprioritize if we have to. So my expectation is that we will be able to reach each other at a point where we're both satisfied that this is what our main cooperation package will look like as we move into the future.
The Foreign Affairs Minister points out that at the coming general meeting of the UN, the focus will be placed on the climate. According to Polak-Bigli, many Surinamese people do not pay enough attention to the contribution that Suriname gives with our forest cover. Finally, Polak-Bigli indicated the importance of establishing a FAO office in Suriname because agriculture is becoming one of the important sectors mentioned in the development program. Testing grounds are important for alternative cultivation methods in the agricultural sector. The Ministry of Agriculture, Livestock and Fisheries therefore wants to invest more in the improvement of the various testing grounds of the ministry. During a field visit to the testing grounds in the Gauteng region, Minister Rabin Permisser explained that setting up these facilities will ensure that knowledge is gathered. The emphasis is on ecological processes within agriculture. It is important that Suriname grows more and more consciously. Worldwide, people work everywhere with less or no chemicals at all in the agriculture. Tests are also being conducted in Suriname with smart technologies that guarantee food security and food safety. This contributes to the protection of the environment. According to Minister Mike Nur Salim, the implementation of the new EID card system has a smooth course despite the small teething problems. The Central Register Office CBB of the Ministry of Internal Affairs has registered approximately 77,000 applications since the launch of the eID card on March 15, 2019, of which more than 25,000 cards are prepared and ready to be picked up. Minister Nur Salim regrets that the new eID card system is still associated with the upcoming elections. The increasing crime among young people is a cause for concern. That was the conclusion during a two-day workshop with the theme Support to Prevent Crime and Violence and Social Development. The Ministry of Education, Science and Culture, Lilian Ferrier, indicated that compared to the Caribbean region, the crime rate among the youth in Suriname is not that high. But according to the minister, these do send an important signal. She believes that while the crime is increasing in general, the social skills are decreasing. Minister of Justice and Police Stuart Getrouw says that his department has made a specific policy for the youth. This is based on the recommendations made during a recent investigation on fundamental issues that young people face. The minister argues for an integrated approach to crime. Lillian Webers, keynote speaker, underlines that the main purpose of this workshop is based on safety. Webers explains that CARICOM has developed a special prevention program. Guyana, Trinidad and Tobago, and Suriname participate in this. She also explains that after this workshop, another project will be carried out. Thank you for joining us during this edition of Your Local News for today. Have a great weekend and remember to always be yourself and stay positive.